everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button down below. Also, if you check the link, you'll see a Patreon account. If you click it, you can become a member. All you gotta do is click the damn link, and then you can recommend movies and music for me to review. Now, with that being said, we're back with another review. Now, I've been waiting for this movie since last year, but because of COVID, everything got pushed. This is an A24 artsy horror film that goes by the name of Saint Maud. So I finally got my hands on watching this movie. I found a place to watch it. Shout out to Flash from Jody's Corner. I salute you, homie. And yeah, let's get into this review real quick. So, quick synopsis. Saint Maud is about a young woman who is, I guess she recently found a religious purpose, a spiritual purpose, and she's a nurse, like a in-home nurse, like a private nurse, and she's caring for one patient. And during this process, she thinks that she's going to somehow, I guess, convert this person who's on their deathbed and help them to find God. She hit some bumps along the road, and basically we're watching her descend into madness, or is she really doing a divine purpose? So that's essentially the synopsis that I'm going to leave you guys with without completely spoiling the film. Now, again, when I came into this movie, I was very hyped. I got a lot of like Rosemary's Exorcist, Hereditary vibes from this movie. When I saw the trailer, I was super hyped to see this. I was just really, really like ecstatic. I wanted to see this movie so bad. I thought it was going to be like that movie, that horror movie. I thought it was going to be really good. Now, of course, I'm going to be 100% honest, keep it real around here. I was disappointed. The movie did not live up to my expectations, right? Now, is it a bad film? No. It's very mediocre in my mind. Like, when we compare it, if I'm comparing it to another A24 like Midsommar, I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed Midsommar. I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed The Witch. But at the same time, like, to me, those are not really good films. Usually, the thing about A24 is this. A24 is very hit or miss. They can pick up some really good stuff, and they pick up a lot of bad stuff. So far, like, I have every A24 film that I've seen, I've had high expectations for because they look good. But at the same time, like, when you actually watch the film, it's like, damn, is it really going to live up to what I expect it to be? Because this company, like, really puts a lot of emphasis on film and making good film. But sometimes it just doesn't hit with me as an audience member, right? So this film is a slow burn, a very slow burn. But it suffers from the same thing that I said with The Witch. The same thing that I kind of didn't like about Midsommar. Well, Midsommar, the story was fucking stupid. But The Witch, the real reason why I didn't like The Witch is because I can deal with a slow burner. I can really, really deal with a slow burner. But what I cannot stand is a slow burner with a bad payoff. If you got a slow burner, that fucking third act better be fire. No pun intended if you've seen this movie. So the third act in this movie, it didn't live up to what I expected. It was cool, and it was like, oh shit, all right, okay. But at the same time, it's just like, it just didn't really like hit it. You get what I'm saying? And honestly, I felt like I kind of was hyping up this third act my damn self because it was like, I was so disappointed with what I had so far. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, 80% of this film, I was kind of bored. Like, I was kind of watching it, and I was just like expecting stuff to happen. And a lot of the stuff that I was expecting to happen never came into fruition. And that's not a good thing for a film that you're trying to enjoy. I really wanted to like this movie. I really did. Like, you have no idea how much I wanted to like this movie. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to bullshit with you. I'm not going to come up with some excuses and be like, oh, well, you know what? To each his own. Nah, dude, this is not a really good movie. It's very mediocre at best. The third act was okay, but the payoff was not good enough for that wait. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to make me wait for a long time for this third act, and I'm sitting there, like, hyping it up, like, okay, this third act is going to be good. Hell, I even stopped my wife, like, I was like, wait, because she was getting bored. She was falling asleep. And I'm just like, wait. The third act is coming. The third act is coming. She was like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This movie's like pretty boring, you know? And I'm just like, I know. I don't want to say it, but it's like, I have to agree with her. The movie was not as fun as I thought it was going to be. I thought that this was going to be the movie, in my opinion, to top Hereditary. I thought it was in that ballpark based off of the trailer that I got. But at the end of the movie, it just didn't pan out the way I wanted it to, you know? So like, the character that plays Saint Maud, amazing character. The characters in this movie are dope. Like, right? Like, the main actress that plays Maud, the woman, Amanda, they're interesting characters. They play their role pretty well, right? The freaking cinematography in this movie is excellent, right? The score is excellent. It's just the story. The story didn't hit. And you can have all these beautiful elements. You can have everything playing for you well. But if you just don't get the story right, then it's a waste of time. Like, I'm not expecting some freaking gory movie or anything like that, but I just need something more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't give me it just didn't live up to the expectations that I felt like it could have. It could have been a lot better, and it just fell flat in its attempt to, I don't know if it was trying to be different. I don't know if it was just trying to like stick to the cookie cutter artsy film lane, but I just couldn't get into it, you know? And it sucks because, like I said, Maud was a dope character. I mean, I really wish they would have kind of went more emphasis on like her past, because we were hinted at a incident that happened in the past, and you know, you're hinted at this incident, but you're never given like the absolute clarity of what happened, right? Like, I don't like movies that do that. I don't like movies that leave you with unanswered questions. And I get it. It's supposed to, sometimes some movies do it so like the audience, I guess, can like be the judge, or the audience can kind of come up with like fill in the blanks. But I don't like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like feeling like that. Another thing about this movie is you question the sanity of the main character. Based off of the information that we have, the main character seems to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if I'm going to just use the terminology. She seems off, right? And throughout the whole film, you're questioning whether this is real or this is reality. Is this in her mind? Is this really happening? You know, and towards the end of the movie, I kind of feel like, my opinion, I feel like it's in her head. But like I said, everybody's perspective of these events might be different. And that's a really good thing that's another good element about this film. It could be perceived differently by different people. So, like, I think it's in her head. I think that she's tripping. I think that she's probably had mental issues based off of the information that we've had presented throughout the film. But at the same time, there's other incidents that might make you question, like, okay, well, this is this kind of film, so it's like it could possibly be true. The elements that it could be really happening right in real time. But I'm very disappointed in this movie. This movie had all the elements to be something really, really good, and it just didn't live up to it. And it's disappointing that A24 has yet another bunk title in their catalog. And I was really looking forward to adding this movie to my collection, getting a nice little Blu-ray and putting it in there with all the other good movies that I have. But now I just have to just leave this movie and banish it to the shadow realms, if you know what I mean. So here on the Cinema Chop Shop, we grade movies in two ways. It's either going to be spared and it is going to ascend up to the gates of heaven, or it's going to get bodied and thrown into the pits of hell. What do you think I'm going to do? The movie didn't live up to its expectations, so the film has to be bodied.
Get what you fucking deserve! I just caught me a mean body!
That's my thoughts on the film. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. In the comment section down below, if you've seen this movie, let me know if you think that this is really going on, or is she cuckoo? You get what I'm saying? Because it could be, like I said, it could be perceived differently. And if you feel like I'm not perceiving it in the correct manner, go ahead and drop it in the comment section and let me know your point of view, right? But until then, you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button on the way out. And I will see you next time. Adios.